9 years old was when I got my my very own skateboard, and I no longer had to steal my brother's skateboard, and it said "Endless Summer" on it. That was my favorite memory from when I was 9.
I was in Miss Garrett's class, and I was in a 3rd, 4th split class, so I was with the upper graders in 3rd grade. And I remember that is probably the year that I got my dog. Her name was Sandy, because of course I was a redhead, and she had to be Sandy because I was a musical theater kid even back then. And she was a little Cocker Spaniel Dachshund mix, and she was just one of the best dogs ever.
When I was 9, I got my first pet, like my first dog. He was a poodle. He was in this box, and there was like 4 of them, and he turned out to be the only boy, and there was something about it that I just said, pick him, and he was like, pick me, and I did, and ever since then he's been like the best dog ever, and I still have him today, and I know that he's reaching old age, and it hurts me, but he's the best dog. Literally, he's like a baby, and he loves me so much.
For some reason, my mind keeps going, I think, to when I saw The Lion King in theaters, and I really love that movie and the songs, and so I'm going to say watching The Lion King in theaters.
I had this brilliant idea of casting my 3rd grade class in our own little production of The Lion King. The Lion King had just recently come out. This was before it came out on Broadway, way before it came out on Broadway. I took it upon myself to kind of cast everybody in every role in The Lion King, and since Timon was my favorite character, I cast myself as Timon. Unfortunately, we didn't end up performing the show at all because I was one of 2 people who was really gung-ho about it.
I was constantly performing, singing and dancing Disney songs in my garage for the neighborhood kids and their parents, and couldn't stop night and day, especially like in the summertime. And that's when I knew that I had something, because all the neighborhood kids and their parents especially were talking to my parents and saying like, she's got something there. And it wasn't just because I was cute, because I had a bowl cut. My mom gave me a bowl cut, and it, you know what I'm with the, yeah. So it wasn't just because I was cute and I had crazy teeth. So I kind of knew I had something there, which is cool. I can look back on that.
I had a birthday party, and it was at my aunt's house in Vegas, and we had a water slide, and all my cousins and friends were there.
It's about from yesterday when I just learned how to use a gun. And from today when I just learned how to use a gun.
I remember it was my brother's party, and he had a big slide, and all my cousins came over.
Yes, it was my first French kiss with Mandy Hazelwood. We were playing Truth or Dare in a tent.
Okay, so it was picture day of 4th grade, and my mom always tries to do special hairdos on picture day, and this special hairdo did not work out very well. I had a crush on this boy, and from like 3rd grade, and now it's 4th grade, so it's been like a year-long crush, and they lined us up for picture day to take our class picture by height, and we were very close to the same height, and we got to stand next to each other for the picture, and I was the happiest person. And then I saw the picture, and then I saw my hair, and I was the most unhappiest person. It was like my mom decided to put 2 like curly bops on the side of my head, and the curls disappeared and turned into the fluff that my hair is. So it was like 2 little afro poofs coming out of the side of my head, and the rest of it was like fountaining off the top. I will show you a picture.
When I was 9 years old, at recess, my friend would bring his boombox, and we would choreograph dances to the Spice Girls songs, and we would ask my teacher if we could perform them when we got back from recess, and he would let us. And it was me, my 3 other girlfriends, and 1 boy, and we called him Carlos Spice. He's gay now.
You might have been gay then.
When I was 9, I remember, oh, got it, this is real. I went to a friend's slumber party, and I came home with headlights. My first of 4 times. It's a very fond memory. I just sit on a table outside, and my mom combs through my hair to pick out the bugs. Yep.
I have a couple of memories when I was 9. That's when we first moved to, I moved back from Virginia and moved to Lenox, California. You know, mother and father had just got divorced, so I moved with the mom. But it was still happy. For some reason, my parents still made us very happy, and it was all good and gravy.
My sister, who is 2.5 years younger than me, and I thought that we were really slick, and so we decided that we were going to run away. Well, since we also had no courage, we ran away to the playhouse in the backyard. We had done copious amounts of research watching TV. We realized that, you know, if you stuffed your pillows in under your blankets, you could make it look like a body, and then we put our Cabbage Patch dolls on the top so that their hair would be out the top of the blankets on the pillow. Our naturally curly-haired Cabbage Patch Kid dolls with my sister and I with wickedly straight hair were totally going to convince our parents that we had run away. And we snuck out into the playhouse, and they totally taught us a lesson because, of course, they knew, and they didn't care. So we spent the whole night in the playhouse, and by like 4 o'clock in the morning, we were crying because we thought that they didn't care that we had run away.
I was a ballet dancer, and I was cast as Flopsy Rabbit in The Tale of Peter Rabbit. And all of my heroes in my ballet studio, which is in Fairbanks, Alaska, they were all in the show, and I was 9, and I got cast as Flopsy. We had the children's choir, and they performed the songs, and we danced. That was also the year that I was doing, what did I do that year? I think I did Oliver, and then I also did another show that year. So it was a very busy year for me, and I was also in choir. So it was very musical and dazzling year.